My video stopped. I don't know when it stopped, but I'll try to piece it back together. I'm not a, what do they call them, content producer. But anyway, so it comes off the T down here, 5/16 brake line, comes up, makes a bend, goes up to this fitting here, right there. That is a 1/8 inch NPT. It's a fine thread, NPT, not M as in mother, but N, out to a 5/16 flare, and then the brake line is obviously a flare. Down here, I got a 30-inch brake line, and it was way back over here, so I had to cut that and reflare it to the proper length. This is an 8-inch stub pipe. Well, it's actually 2.5 now, but it was an 8-inch pipe, 5/16 brake line. Cut it, reflare it, and then the original line I had to cut, straighten. It was horrible. It took me longer than anything else is straightening that line out, to get that nut on there, to get the flaring tool on it, to flare it back out for the flare block. And then, like I said, the block, or the line running to the back, is the original factory line. I never took it off, never messed with it. So, and it comes off right on the back side of the fuel shutoff solenoid there. There's a T-block there. It's got a fitting on it for fuel pressure checking, fuel pressure testing. Up to the T-block, and then split off both ways, and that is your dual fuel feed line for an 855 big cam 4. This does have the N14 intake, the log intake. Comes off the top. It's got the N14 air-to-air on it. Take you around the other side and show you how all this is done. So there's the air-to-air, runs over, hooks into the pipe, goes into the turbo. And this is a 3BT turbo, stock for the 855 big cam. So that's how the intercooler is ran. I did not put this intercooler on. Somebody else did that. I bought it this way. It looks like they just made some brackets to mount it to the core support there at the top and down here at the bottom. And same thing on this side. They just welded. Not very good, but they welded brackets on there to put the intercooler on. And then the rest is factory N14 piping as far as I know. So one thing you have to be careful of when you put an N14 intake on, there is a sensor back here on the back side of the intake. Mine was missing, and thankfully I got a buddy that's got a bunch of N14 parts, and he gave me that sensor. So they have the, right here, they have the boost gauge hooked up here to this line, and then the boost sensor. Now, I don't know if you can really see it. It's down in here, back in here, for the fuel pump, right there, hooked into this port right here on the intake. And then this is just a dead sensor here. And then don't forget that sensor on the back. So that's that. I'm going to put the fan back on. And oh, I gotta fix my solenoid switch. I broke my solenoid switch wire. Yeah, broke it right off. So I gotta get a new terminal for that and put that back together, and then we'll fire it up, and I will put that in a separate video, probably, most likely, maybe, unless I can figure out how to put these videos all together. Have a good day.